I'm going to have a go at weathering a Loco. I'm in the shed watching trains go around. This is a Hornby railroad enhanced sound decoder fitted Loco. The Deltic Class 50. Goes really well, but it looks pretty toyish. So yeah, I'm just going to weather it up a little bit. It actually goes really well. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull the glass out. Because as you can see, there's a it's really not a good fit. So I'll do something about that. And then I'm going to clear coat it, let that dry, and I'm going to start weathering it with some oils. See how we go there. Righto. There's my Class 31 going around, and another couple of Locos as well, and bits and pieces. So I removed all the glazing from the Deltic that I'm weathering. Looks a bit drastic, but all of the parts I'm going to reuse are quite okay. Okay, so part one was to just do some basic painting. Hopefully you can see a bit of, it's probably actually quite shiny, but yeah, a bit of weathering down the bottom there, a bit of exhausting. The whole lot's had a bit of a coat, and the bogies and the fuel tanks have been weathered up as well. This is the first stage. I'll be waiting for it to dry, give it a nice clear coat, and then do some oils on it as well, so it'll look a fair bit different than what it does now. Okay, so while I was doing that, I thought I'd have a go at my other one as well. This is just a mix of NATO brown and NATO black, just to take the shine off it basically. This one's just got, this one here, this particular one is good enough. I'm just going to leave that. But this one here is going to get a little bit more weathering done to it because it's such a plain paint job. And these ones here are in comparison to my Helgen weathered one from the factory. So yeah, quite pleased actually. You really can't pick up, there you go, that might be a bit better. Shine of it makes it very hard to pick up, but it does look a lot better. Righto, I'll show you the next process I do. Next step in the process is a couple of coats of Tamiya acrylic clear. It's going to protect the paint from the next step, which is the actual weathering with oils. Right, as my Cura Scale Class 37 trundles around, I'm going to continue weathering my Class 55. At the moment it's just had some basic overspraying of paint, and then a really good couple of coats of Tamiya gloss. And now I've got my oils out here, And I'm just going to start filling in a few bits and pieces with some black, and make the grills actually look like grills. And yeah, then we'll move to a different colour, maybe some raw umber or something like that. But yeah, I'll just do some little bits and pieces, and then I'll get back and take a bit of footage in that. Pretty much you just thin it down with some white spirits, basically odourless terps. And yeah, just going to very lightly paint it into the nooks and crannies where you want it to go, and then with a nice soft cloth, just wipe the excess away. So we'll see how we go from there. Righto. Then one day all of this will turn into a nicely weathered layout. Righto, everything seems to be going alright. So pretty much just get a little brush load of spirits, and we're just brushing it on, making a mess. Beauty of this is pretty much just wipes off. I'm just going to let it dry for a while, and it'll go into all of the grooves and nooks and crannies. It'll give the grill some depth. That's pretty much it. Bit of white spirits. Take a little bit off. This is black oil here. And paint it on. Righto, I've done all the side grills, done the top fan units and some panel lines, and I've done those ones as well. Just going to let that sit for a little while now, and I'm going to use a nice, where are we, broader brush and just a rag to start off with to wipe a bit off. And it'll start to look pretty good. And the beauty is you can just do layer after layer after layer after you like, if you like. Alright, we'll come back in a bit. So places like vents and stuff like that where you want to simulate the darkness and the void behind, I'll just show you what I do. Just get a nice little bit of black on there. Yeah, actually a bit hard to do, but then just dab it on there and you can see it running in. A bit more, a bit wetter. A bit hard to, to do, and you can actually see it load up. In the grooves. If it's wet enough, it'll just wick in. And run down into all the little crevices. None of that was probably wet enough. But yeah, it's in there. Okay, and then you get the effect of... Oh, the light's terrible. There you go. And then in a few minutes we'll just be able to wipe the tops of it, and it'll go back to the blue, but the black will be in the grills, pretty much just like up there. See, I've started to build up the weathering on the side there, streaks and grime coming down. I'll do another couple of layers, and after a bit of an airbrush, hopefully look alright. Righto, heaps better lighting out here. There you go, you can see that grill, how that grill tidied up. Actually looks like a grill now. And you can see the start of the weathering down the side of the body. And those stark silver roof panels have now got a bit of colour to them. Looking heaps better. Once again, there's a grill on that side. So, pretty much leave that now. I'd be happy enough with that. I just wanted to get rid of that really toyish type paint job. And I'm going to go back to a bit more paint now, a bit more black around the exhausts and on the roof, and then a bit more grime around the cab area, up on the nose. I notice a lot of the Locos like this have really got quite dirty noses. But yeah, there you go, just a little bit of oil, a little bit of white spirits, and I think that's not a bad improvement. Right, the completed model. Just got to glue the windows back in. But yeah, eventually went pretty heavy on the weathering, but I'm really happy with it. A bit hard to hold and film. But yeah, I think as we all know, the poor old Locos copped a bit of a hammer and excuse the camera work for a sec. A bit of a hammering in their lifetimes. Here's the other side. And yeah, anyway, I'm a lot happier with that. Quite a simple little task, really enjoyable. There you go, class 55, all weathered up. Here we have the pretty much finished product at the moment. Got a nice dull clear coat on it with my airbrush. And the windows fit a lot better. Although there is a little bit of glue that still just has to dry in the corner there. Hopefully that'll clear right up. Yeah, I think I've really taken the toyish look away from it. Just quickly, just excuse the camera. That's how the windows went back in. The fit of the cab windows is 100% better. Righto. So we'll just finish off with some parting shots back on its chassis. Righto, so here's the end result. Under a bit of different lighting here, but yeah, I've got it on the track. Very happy with that. And at the end of the video, I'll show you my inspiration for this particular Loco. So I'll just lose this light now. And there he is, ready for another sortie. Get dirtier.